between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Their first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the third. He's out of bounds. Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Those defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And it's a fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Jackson. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 17. Packers nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Christian Watson with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
17 yards. First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at Lambeau. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there, with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
He's brought down back into
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will round up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A gain of 3, second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The